Welcome into the Nexus Gaming Series Nexus Division matchup of Running Wild versus Cat Daddies. On the left-hand side, we got Running Wild Kairu on the Murid and Mr. Executive on the Anduin. Verd, I think is how you say it, on the Sylvanas. On the Gul'dan, perfectly nailed it. Full on Grits on the Samuro. Over on the side of Cat Daddies, we're going to be looking at Shootpuff on the Zul'jin, Grazix on the Ragnaros, Krazen on the Maze, UG on the Kilthos, and Tay to play the Stukov. Let's go ahead and get the Twitch prediction going of will Zul'jin finish his baseline quest. He's got 150 axes to donate to heroes' faces. We'll see if he can donate all those axes. Baha, please. I don't know what you're talking about. I have nailed that person's name every single time I've ever casted Uzu. Still. I knew you were going to be in chat. I knew you were going to be in chat. How are you doing today, my friend? It's like Alexia, but I'm pronouncing the wrong syllables. I am a true procaster. That is why they hired me for Season 4 of Hero CCL. That and because I can solve all the sexes. Just kidding. Okay, I'm done. Grayson makes the rotation down into bottom lane onto Sylvana. She will be throwing the Haunting Wave over the far side of the wall and be able to back away. As we do have the Pursuit of Flame for the Gul'dan. Is actually, this was something that Justin and I were talking about in one of the recordings for Please Try This at Home. We were talking about a Fell Flame build, because at level 16, you can actually scale up your spell power. I forget the name of the talent off the top of my head, but you can actually scale up your spell power to, I believe, 60%. And so if you're constantly throwing out Fell Flames that have increased radius and have a very short cooldown, you're really able to chunk into enemy heroes. As we do have 2 stacks for the Zul'jin at this time being. Are there no doubters? I was about to say, is there not a doubter in chat? There's like 30,000 on yes and like 70 on no. First blood will be the Sylvanas going down in bottom lane. They do finally find that kill between Krazen and Yuji. I'll take Alexia. All right. How can I say this wrong? All Eexia? All Eexia. Thank you. All Eexia. Okay, that is all Eexia is going to be on that Gul'dan. Kaladin, how you doing, bud? Shootpuff is taking quite a bit of damage trying to back away. Doesn't have the recklessness from level 1. Did go into Bone Slicer at that level 1, which is going to be now piercing through enemy heroes, restoring mana. And you also have the Grievous Slow mark is no longer removed by the basic attacks. Nancy, thank you for the gifted sub. Young Salad and Walthaven, thank you for the follows. Mine's doing the Keen Peels mispronouncing student's name. I don't know what you're talking about. He actually went to the high school I went to. I think he was like the class before Kristen Bell, because Kristen Bell also went to the same high school as me. But I didn't go when they were there. This was like before my. It was either like right when my brother got to the high school or right before he got to the high school. So it was like early 2000s if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Michael Key went to Shrine Catholic High School, and so did Kristen Bell. Lexi has a correct pronunciation of the name of one of their princesses, though. It's very fitting. Oh! You mean my future wife. Oh my god, Baha, what? Check Discord after. Okay. Baha's famous, yes. Not Convection, not watching! Poor Yuji. I mean, I'm right there with you, Kill. I'm right there with you. Obviously, Convection is the stronger heroic, or excuse, well, it's heroic realistically. It's the stronger level 1. For some weird reason, anytime I take it, it's like, there's like some like weird mana issues. It obviously is not me. As Shootpuff continues to auto onto full on Grits over here, as that is gonna be a Gravity Lap Samuro to fall. Another kill will go over the side of Cat Daddies. You're against Samuro, Kill, I'm right there with you, bud. If we could get a UG in chat to answer why, maybe. Maybe you should get an Alex with globes so you can get extra mana for Convection. Oh, that's a good idea. Should take that into our Tuesday games with Justin. We'll call it the No Mana Issues Kael'thas, and everyone will think I'm going to take Arcane Barrier, but it's Convection. Obviously the best talent in the game. Unfortunately, looking at Gul'dan, he's at 2 stacks right now on his Pursuit of Flame. Does not look like the Gul'dan has been able to really kind of match into enemy heroes much throughout this game. Mostly just doing some side soak. As we actually take a look at some of the experience, I am curious. Yeah, Gul'dan has mostly been focusing on to just wave clear right now, as you can see that 4K in experience to the allied team. Real talk, a good Samuro will iframe with the clones or swap to continue living bomb, dodge flame strikes, kill damage on the other attacks. Really? Ana Globes, excuse me, Alex Globes and Ana for mana and spell power. Easy. Easy GG. Why not just grab Malfurion realistically, though, and just get Innervate, right? Wouldn't it be better just to have Malfurion for his, for Innervate, and you just Innervate the heck out of a Kael'thas constantly? Because wouldn't you also get cooldown reduction on your Flame Strikes so you can get more Flame Strikes? You can Flame Strike on top of your Flame Strikes, dog. Kairu is going to be taking a bit of damage as they try to back away. Mid-air leap of faith. Living Bomb being spread to Mr. Executive, but it's really not that big of a deal. Is upside down. Oh, there's a Gravity Lapse landed by Kael'thas as he has his global line. Grits! Had the Living Bomb, spreads it to Gul'dan. Just sharing some love between teammates. Just sharing a little bit of love between teammates. Kael'thas, Abathur, Malv, all the Flame Strikes. Kael'thas clone would benefit from the spell power buff from the Abathur Ultimate Evolution. Because I believe it's 10% spell and attack power, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, not attack power. Attack speed. I think it's attack speed and it's spell power as well. That's why Greymane and Jaina are really, really optimal clone targets. Does Nano Boost lower cooldowns? Yes, it does. Nano Boost does lower cooldowns. Living Bomb could have a convection talent too. If you spread dings enough times, you increase the damage. Hey, I would love that. I would love a Living Bomb questing talent. That'd be super fun. It probably would be extremely hard to utilize, but I would take it. I'd have fun with it. Mid lane, we do have the Horde Cavalry coming out from Drekthar on the right-hand side. A Horrify from Gul'dan does push Krazen down, but that doesn't stop this mid fort from falling. And I was going to check if Molten Core was up and available, and, well, we're going to see it immediately from Grazix right now. As the siege through mid lane continues, with an objective phase sitting around 70 to 80%, it is falling quite rapidly, but this should be at least keep front gate to go down in our mid lane, as the Chastise with the Piercing Light goes through, but doesn't actually land that Piercing Light value. We do have an Avalanche from the Mei onto Kairu, but that was more of just kind of a disengage tool to make sure that this keep front gate does go down. Nice utilization of the Cryo Freeze. Flailing swipes, a Light Bomb does connect onto the toe. Wailing Arrow, there's a lot of damage onto this Mei, but she is going to back away. Meanwhile, in top lane, Ragnaros has already gone back into this wave to start clearing things out. We got 18 stacks out of the 30 for the Zul'jin, or if anyone wants to know the specific axes donated, 94 out of 150. Pursuit of Flame for our Gul'dan is going to be at 11 stacks. And Kael'thas, Mana Addict, at 17 out of the 20. As a reminder, as always, that is an uncapped quest. He will be able to continually build out that mana pool by 15, as well as, well, if you're building out your mana pool, you're building out your Arcane Barrier. Oh, it's 20%. Excuse me. I thought it was 10 and 10. Today I learned. All right. Q build Zul'jin. I feel like this is what we used to see all the time, to be honest. It's actually Kyle Ferguson and I had a conversation about this ages ago. And it, like, I think it was like when Recklessness got that change, and like Recklessness became like the main talent to take at level 1. Like, Kyle was like, yep, but you're still going to run to those Bone Slicer Zul'jins, and I guess Shoepuff is one of those Bone Slicer Zul'jins. Increase the duration of Grievous Throw Mark by 3 seconds, and its damage bonus by 45%. So Shoepuff looking to deal excruciating damage to really anyone he can land the Grievous Throw onto. Second objective phase will be announced fairly soon as we continue to see pressure through the bottom lane, a lava wave through the top. Did it get the initial wave spawning? It did. Wow, that was really, really good timing coming out from Grazix on the Ragnaros, excuse me. We have a Blade Storm Samuro that does offer up some wave clear. It's a very low cooldown at 25 seconds. The level 20 can be beneficial. Toss Dingo to be utilized. Flailing Swipes from Stukov. Yuji still tagging the boss. Danger Ping's coming out. 13 talent here maybe here for the side of Cat Daddies, but it seems like Running Wild still want this play. I think the icing from May might have accidentally missed the Ensnare right there. Ensnare is a skill shot. So you just kind of throw it in a straight line, and it doesn't actually have that long of a, if I'm not mistaken, it's not that long of a reach on it as well. Yeah, you can see it right there. You can see the Zueljin, it's a small range on that one, but it's just a straight line toss, and I think the Mei icing might have bopped someone out of it. Either way. The level 16 is wild. Is 16 bypassing armor? Is that what 16 is? We'll find out soon. Or, oh, it's percent-based damage at 16. It bypasses armor and it's percent-based damage. Dear Lord, I knew about the bypassing armor. I did not know about percent-based damage, but that actually makes sense because I remember when Deathwing came out at BlizzCon, I was talking with one of the devs in the line, and he was just like, Karazim 7-sided strike and Zueljin are going to become really big counters to Deathwing. But then it turns out that Deathwing is kind of very niche, as we discussed in the tank tier list we did with Justing recently. Shoepuff is going to back away as Stukov will fall. Samuro Grits has the damage. No Tostitos for 3 seconds as that cooldown was still ticking down, and we do have a lava wave through the bottom lane, but this might be the objective to the side of Running Wild, though death timers, they're not that long.
Now we hold the line. Fight near the cage.
That's because Deathwing was nerfed like 10 times in a row. I don't know what you're talking about. How do you nerf a raid boss? That's not even possible. That's not even possible. Icing in from the Mei. Is there an avalanche? Not for the next 8 seconds. It actually might have been put on a 10-second cooldown when Mei came in with the icing with a store bolt from Kairu. Any Horrifies? Not for 25 seconds. That is Kael'thas to fall. Grazik slow. Verd has a lot of damage. There's the icing. There's the avalanche. But they step onto the point. The boss still goes over to the side of Cat Daddies. What a steal. I wasn't expecting that to work out for them, but man, the avalanche timing just coming through at the end, as we do have that 16 talent here picked up by the members of Cat Daddies, and that's Zueljin slicing and dicing his way through the Muradin as the No Mercy will be picked up at level 16. Zueljin basic attacks against enemy heroes marked with Grievous Throw, ignore armor, and deal an additional 2% maximum health as damage. I think Zueljin did like 800 per hit to Muradin. Oh man, well Zueljin's at 26 stacks, 27 stacks right now, 135 out of 150. But you never know, the core could crumble all of a sudden, and doubters could get paid out. You never know. Living Bomb applied. Sorry, we do have a... Alright, that was a nice little swap from the Samuro onto his, excuse me. Mirror Image. Sorry, I was trying to remember the name of the town off the top of my head. That was a really nice mirror image from Samuro for the little bit of cleanse. He is going to throw in one. Grits looking to flank in as well. Did go into this Windwalk build, and actually has Harsh Winds at level 16, but oh my god, dear lord, the damage coming through, as that is going to be a double kill. Zueljin and the Ragnaros to fall. Kairu with Avatar active, gonna jump in there. Has to back away. A lot of tower shots, a lot of Living Bomb damage. Grits gets the channel, and it's looking like we could see an objective phase to Running Wild. Kairu's Muradin remains terrifying. I would like some tutoring, Kairu, please. I'd like to get better at tanking. In my opinion, one of the hardest roles in a MOBA. Nice Storm Bolt. A little bit of a blizzard on the ground. Kairu walks out of it. We have Samuro still putting pressure onto Krazen. That's a Blade Storm. That's enough damage. But will Grits be able to back away? There's the mirror image. There's the lurking arm. Low blow was picked up at level 1, but it's not going to be enough damage as we do have the mirror image from... Is that the level 13 or is that Harsh Winds that does it? No, it's the level 13. The me. Nope, I can't say it. I can say it in my brain, but the moment I try and verbalize the letters, it just does not work out. Sorry, I tried. Yeah. I'll be casting Gilly Shark at Bingo Night versus Tactical Feed at 6 o'clock PDT. That's roughly 5 hours from now. Kairu getting nice damage in right there. Flailing Swipes I thought was going to be able to save the Zul'jin. He did have the Toss Dingo, doesn't pop it, and Zul'jin dead. He did finish his stacks though. Zul'jin does finish stacks. We'll pay out the people after the game is over. And let's see what happens. Is this the Titanic turnaround moment? Big Lava Wave mid. Does split up Running Wild for a hot second, as we do have a Lurking Arm, a Flame Strike as well. We also do have the Ignite from the Kael'thas, so they have to keep that in mind on the side of Running Wild. If they get hit with the Flame Strike, they have that Living Bomb applied. Kawarimi. Yeah, I know. I literally kept wanting to say it, but the longer I was taking to try and pronounce it in my head, the longer I was like, I'm not saying anything on stream! There's dead air! You can't have dead air while streaming! This is also level 16 that I was talking about. Rampant Hellfire. Fell Flame's damage is increased by 12% for 5 seconds when hitting an enemy hero. This can stack up to 5 times. And we all know that I'm great with caster math. So 5 times 12 is obviously 120%. Really, really big stacking coming out from Gul'dan right now, as we will see that additional damage consistently throughout the fights. And 20 talent tiers will be coming through in just a second. We'll take a look at those, and we'll take a look at some of the other numbers, because I feel like this game... I was gonna say, I feel like this game is gonna go for a little bit longer, but I just now see Samuro doing Samuro things through mid. You can have dead air if Bandit's on screen. That is true, yes. 5 times 12 is 60. Nah, your math is wrong. No, chat, you're wrong. No, Rommel, you're wrong. Darth Looper, you're wrong. Get your calculators out. I don't know what kind of math you're doing, but you're obviously incorrect. Samuro is pushing up the bottom wave right now into the Ragnaros. We actually will have a Hearth out from Murden and Sylvanas. I think, yeah, they're just going to go defend the top lane. I was wondering if they were going to try and press up this mid, but Samuro's going to do the Samuro things, and this will be clear through the top lane. Keep Front Gate might fall here. We do have Kairu with the level 13, as well as that level 20 Rewind. Gravity Lapse. The chase goes in. They're actually ignoring boss. Flailing Swipe. Look at Gul'dan. Horrify's available. This could be a big Horrify flank. Flailing Swipe. There's an Avalanche. The Horrify does connect on to Kael'thas. Grits is going in. Yuji pops the Arcane Barrier. We have a lot of damage on to Gul'dan, who does fall. That is going to be Kael'thas to go down on the right. I think that will be Stukov on the top of our screen to fall as well to the Sylvanas, as cool guys don't watch explosions. And Zul'jin sees the Samuro, but actually Samuro's able to walk away. Currently have the camp in mid lane attacking Drekthar over on the side of Vandar Stormpike, or Stormy McStorm Vandar Pike. It is going to be the clear against the boss. But actually, as I go to sip some tea, there's a fight breaking out over here. My apologies. That is going to be a kill onto Zul'jin. No Toss Dingo available, but that might have been because of the Wailing Arrow. No, there's way too much time from when Wailing Arrow was used to when Toss Dingo could have been utilized. Leap of Faith does save the Sylvanas, but Kairu goes in and has the heavy impact from level 7, which has an 80% slow. That's why you saw the Ragnaros not moving very quickly there. I don't know why you guys are doing math in my chat. I don't know what you're doing here. I don't know what you're trying to prove, but you're all wrong. There's no math in this channel. There's no math allowed in this channel. Anyways. I promised some other stats, so let's go ahead and actually take a look at those while we have already had the 20s up. Reaver minions will be up in the top lane, and Running Wild, they might be able to take... Yeah, they're going to take objective, but what are they going to be able to get off of this? Bottom lane keep is not really exposed. Top lane keep is not really exposed. The mid lane is open, but we still have 40% spell and physical armor for Drekthar over here on the right, so that's going to be... It's going to be something that I think they just have to take a keep. They have to try and go for another keep. And it seems like bottom will be the call. All right. Samuro just anchoring in the rotation. Nice utilization of just the mirror images as well, kind of throwing those around. Making it seem like Samuro's doing something else. And another Blade Storm. 25-second cooldown. Easy for wave clear. I did not check the level 20 Samura, but we can check that in a little bit. Or, well, if this is the game-winning push, maybe we'll see it in just a few seconds here. Hey, Rusty, what's up, bud? Phoenix cosplay when? Never. You guys get God of War cosplay. How about that? How about I offer you a God of War cosplay instead? When God of War Ragnarok comes out. Blade Storm is kind of iffy at 20. E is a nice capstone to E build. Yeah. I personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the level 20 for Blade Storm. Windwalk cooldown is reduced by 6 seconds. What is the actual... what does that take it down to? That takes it down to 9, but I'm sure that there's other... Oh, so it takes it down to 9 seconds, but you can windwalk up to 10 seconds. So you can basically be permanently... You can be perma invisible. There's a light bomb. Sorry, I was looking at the minimap because Samuro was pushing up the top lane. Kairu pops the avatar, dwarf tosses out, gets the physical armor. As Verd goes in with a wailing arrow, goes in with the second haunting wave, and Samuro finds the kill. Tostitos to be utilized. There's going to be a Blade Storm just to get this Zul'jin down to as low as possible. He falls. That's a Molten Core from Grazix. It means you can perma-stealth. Yeah. But there's no other cooldowns, right? There's no other cooldowns for Windwalk. It's just that level 10. That's what or the level 20. That's what I was wondering. Hey, Grits, what's up? I don't know what Sam's talents do. You're playing Samuro. Hostile, thank you for the tier 1 for 28 months. I'll resend your alert when we get out of game. Thank you very much, Hostile. Hope you're doing well, bud. Hey, Shy, what's up? This is the next best part. Is this where you win? If it's so good, let's pull away the talents. Kairu goes in. Stormbolt doesn't connect. Light Bomb not going to connect either because of the Avalanche. Black Arrow is activated by the Sylvanas, as we will be seeing the bottom lane keep fall. The boss is very healthy. 2 keeps her down. This could be the push in as Verd goes in, blinks out with the Bolt of the Storm from level 20. Waiting to see what's going to happen here. We do have Blade Storm available again. That's going to be a massive Horrify. That's the level 20 upgrade as well because you saw that distance it just kept going. They just kept walking away. I think it only increases the duration by 1 second, but it feels like an eternity. There's another Blade Storm. I think it's actually canceled a little early. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas will be utilized. The core is dropping to about 50%. Molten Core from the Ragnaros. The members... Oh no, Samuro will fall. Leap of Faith from Mando and Lava Wave. It's cooking them up. Oh no! Did the members of... Kairu is just by herself. Kairu's just trying to end game with Boss. And Boss doesn't end. This could have been enough damage. This could have been enough damage. I'm just saying. That could have been enough damage. I think that could have been enough damage to the core. I think that could have been enough damage to the core. I think that could have been enough damage to the core. If Gul'dan had the like the 5 stacks on the Rampant Hellfire, then I feel like it would have. I feel like it would have ended. I really do feel like it would have ended. All right. Well, let's see. Can they make the Titanic defense with 2 keeps down? That's gonna be a light bomb onto a few. Grazix getting low, chases in. Tostito. Zul'jin does get the kill. We have Storm... Pike Vandal gets the kill. Is this a reverse throw? Are we throwing the throw? No, they end, right? No, they end. Okay, so that is going to be Vandar Stormpike falling, and map number 1 goes over to the side of... of Cat Daddies. Dear Lord, what an end. What an absolute end. If only Alexia had Alexia. I can't say it, dude. I can't. Because the moment I say it, I'm like, that's probably wrong. I'm just always mentally like, that's probably wrong. Okay. Let's pay out the people. Choose outcome. Does Zul'jin get base stacked? Yep, he does. Yes, he did. Zul'jin did get stacked. I'm worried because I'm winning points. Uh-oh.
I will follow you to the end of the world. Subscribe.
3 babies.
3 babies. What are our babies' names? Is it Bandit, Strudel, and Tater? Pronounce the word elixir, but put in Aya, Iya, Aya, Ayaya? Elixir, Ayaya. Olaf, Baeleg, and Eric. Hey, Skinner, what's up, bud? Wait, Skinner! 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 I have something for you.
Good time was had by all. I'm pooped.
Yes, I should be. Good Lord, what is happening in there?
Aurora Borealis.
Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
Yes.
May I see it?
No.
Oh god. Why is my retweet becoming the place to discuss who's on camera or not? Why? Oh, I might just need to not be on Twitter for like a week. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm so tired of this shit. I really am. I already told him the elixir thing like last time, don't bother. But here's the issue! Here's the issue! I asked someone on your team the pronunciation of your name, and you know what? They said it kind of how I said it, which I think this is all just a big ruse.
Seymour, the house is on fire!
No, Mother, it's just the Northern Lights.
You didn't ask us? I asked someone on your team. I totally asked someone on your team during an interview. Y'all, your team won when I casted a game, and I asked the person on the interview, and it was Mr. Executive, and Mr. Executive quite literally said it how I had been saying it. So I call bullshit. I bet this is all a big ruse. It's all a big ruse. You're doing this to me on purpose. You're making me feel self-conscious. Wow! Don't bring me into your conspiracies! I can't win. I just can't win. I just can't win today. Told him the right pronunciation. It was exactly how I've been saying it. It's exactly how I've been saying it. Y'all are just, you know what? You just don't like gingers, okay? You just don't like gingers. That's it. That's the real thing. You just don't like gingers. Just own it. Just own it. All right? You don't have to hide the fact that you don't like gingers. Just say it. Just like everyone on Twitter saying, you know, how bad of a caster I am and how I wish they would bring on real talent with Grubby. That is a legit comment on Twitter yesterday. All right, oh, wait, that's the wrong score. Running Wild was supposed to win that game, but they did not because they are all a bunch of dirty liars. Can you identify as a ginger if you have no hair? What a dumb question. Have you looked at the lower half of my face? Come on, Shiggity, use your eyes. I was ready to come in here and panic, but now there's a Twitter thread and I'm panicking. Seems silly now. Oh, really? You mean all of the people who are like, Wisdom's gonna get rid of heroes? You think that the panic from people is a little much? Do you think the conspiracy theories about appeasing Riot were a little much? Because I think a lot of it was a little much. Oh my God, it's just like HGC. They're gonna get rid of it. No. I mean, I can understand the panic, but like, it was like literally like everyone was like, oh! Twitter's a little too much. Everything is too much in the last 24 hours, and I want to delete my Twitter account. Not really, but I just don't want to be on it right now. Because apparently, anything I tweet, it's like, Baha, why are there no women on the broadcast? It's like, I don't know. I don't have any control over these things. Why don't you go ask the upper management and Wisdom and ask them, the people who make decisions? I just make YouTube videos with Justing, and I make horrible casting commentary, and then get told really dumb things on Twitter. As others have mentioned, could be a smart decision regarding viewership and sponsorship. Not sure why we can't support the players through Twitch anymore. Also, still hoping that you're reconsidering casters one day. Would love to hear another experienced player alongside Grubby. I'm not suggesting that the commentary should be nothing but an analysis, but there's a ton of wrong interpretations and assumptions being made by Bahamut that often get corrected by Grubby. And it just takes away from the high quality production. That's literally what someone posted on Twitter about me, yeah. That's just... I love it. Let's do another Twitch prediction. Let me get the next game going. We are ranting and rambling today. That's a certainty. Okay. Where is this? That's... Okay. All right. We're gonna go to Infernal Shrines, so we have another Kael'thas. Let's do a Kael'thas stacking quest. How many level 1 stacks for KT? Let's do 45 or more. 44 or less. I always do things in 10s, so I'm trying to do them in like options of 5s as well, because I feel like that could be fun as well. Well, obviously, Kael'thas will only get to 20, Baha. Why are you doing 45? You know, this is why I'm so inexperienced and I get things very wrong and I interpret things all the time wrong and Grubby has to correct me. Hey, Jay, what's up, bud? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nexus Gaming Series Nexus Division matchup in our playoffs as we are in this best-of-3 series. On the left-hand side, we've got Running Wild. We've got Cairo on the Muradin, Verd on the Hanzo, Mr. Executive on the Anduin, Elixria on the Falstad. We have Blaze to be played by Full On Grits. Over on the side of Cat Daddies, we got Shoepuff on the Tassadar, Grazix on the Deathwing, Krazen on the Diablo, Tay on the Stukov, and Yuji will play that Kael'thas. As I had mentioned, we have got a level 1 questing talent for Kael'thas. He's going to be going into Mana Addict at level 1. Get your Gambas in. How many stacks will Kael'thas have by the end of the game? Get your Gambas in. You got 2 minutes. What's the prediction about? It's about the Mana Addict. It's how many level 1 stacks Kael'thas will get by the end of the game. Will he have 44? Will he have 45 stacks, or will he have 44 stacks? Or 44 or less, you know? Is that an unlimited quest? Yes, Kyra, yes. Yeah, that was what Stark was joking about. That's what Stark was joking about, because it is an uncapped quest. Oh, you typed it for the spiel. Sorry, I'm a little bit slow reading chat today. My apologies. They're not picking convection. If it was convection, we would have done a convection thing. Absolutely. I like the duality of you and Grubby. Thank you. I appreciate it. Nice force wall into the shadow charge from the members of Cat Daddies. As Kairu steps in, Dwarf tosses in as well. Doesn't have the Dwarf block at level 1 for this game. Went into the Third Wind, which has a faster healing and a higher threshold for healing. And that's a nice low blow. And Tassadar steals the kill. Double kill to start out our map number 2 for the side of Cat Daddies.
Double kill.
Might be behind because oh, I see what you mean, yeah. Low latency should be on for me, but I know actually viewers have a low latency option as well. I didn't really actually know that. I know that as a streamer I can choose it, but if you go into your cog and then like video settings or something, there's actually a low latency checkbox that you can do. You mean the broadcast dash should just have 3 clones on it? Yes, it should just 3 grubbies. Is this live or replay? I assume replay. Cairo, quick DM me the answer. Oh. It's a replay. As I can do this in the middle of a game. That's also why we didn't have a draft getting into this game. But we will have a live best of 3 at 6 o'clock PDT. That's roughly, it's less than 5 hours from now. 4.5 hours or so from now. We're going to have a live best of 3. So if live games are your jams and you're like, I hate replays. Well, there you go. You have a live game to watch in 4.5 hours. Grits in top lane, just matching up against Deathwing for now. We do have Falstad. I didn't actually note this at the start. Did go into the level 1, the frequent flyer. So this is going to be a lot of good damage coming out in the late game, especially with the tailwinds at level 13 for the percent-based damage. Falstad will finish out the camp on the left-hand side. Murd and Dwarf tossing away. Verd needs to back out. Gets the agility over the wall. Falstad finishes out the camp. Deathwing lands down in the bottom area as the Chastise will come out. Nice leap of faith. Ooh, that shock ray was real close to getting the kill onto Alexiria. I nailed it perfectly that time, right? Perfect. Perfectly nailed. Nailed it. Absolutely. Blaze continues into the top lane. Speaking of auto attack damage, we do also have Hanzo going into the redemption at level 1. So when he dies, he does lose 3 stacks on that. And at 12, you do have the faster auto attack speed. How much faster is it? 50%? Okay. First try Pog, see? A lot of good damage. I don't do damage, Kappa. I think you're dealing damage right now. Look at those autos. You just killed a skeletal defender. Okay, now you're not dealing damage, so this is awkward now that I'm pointing it out. This is extremely awkward. No, I'm just kidding. Hammering does go out. A lot of actual pressure onto Deathwing as we have a barrel roll forward. We have Krazen going in with the Shadow Charge as the Chastise gets another stack. 3 stacks on the Piercing Light. That's going to be 3% spell power for the Anduin. And as I always like to mention, spell power does affect your healing output, which means he's going to be healing for 3% more. That does max out at 10%. And that does affect his other abilities, the damage on Chastise, as well as, well, Light Bomb and all that kind of stuff. We'll see what he goes into at level 10. Here comes the Deathwing dropping down as Diablo Diablo dies, and we do have 84 souls on Diablo, so he's not going to be able to come back just yet. He needed 16 more stacks on that one. As the chase continues on to the Deathwing, Jet Propulsion, it's not to stun, it's just to close the distance and to continually apply pressure. But now, Punisher, bottom lane, shoot buff! Does go down to the Anduin. Mr. Executive stealing away the kill. Yuji able to back away. 6 stacks on the Kael'thas for now. gonna start calling you L. That's what I'm gonna start doing. Okay? Just gonna start calling you L. That way I don't feel so self-conscious always. 10 talent tiers are coming through soon, so let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers. We could see a camp invade actually over onto the right-hand side, but I think it is just going to be rotation, pick up experience, and maybe a bottom lane camp, yeah. Yes, exactly. Oh god, alright. 10 talent tiers soon through for both sides, a little bit faster to the side of Running Wild as they do have a camp for bottom lane. Next objective, Frozen Punisher top lane. As you can see, I can use my little cursor over my minimap to hover over the objective and see what the objective will be. You can do the same thing with camp timers as well. Siege camp on the left-hand side was 2 seconds away, just now respawning. Top right camp is going to be 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Ellie is fine. Is it Ellie or is it Eli? Is it Eli? So it's Eli. Okay, so Eli on the false stat. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I tease you because I enjoy you all. I enjoy you all. I enjoy you all. You're good viewers, you're good people. Thank you for hanging out. I tease because I love. 10's first for the side of Running Wild as we do have the Pretzel or the Dragon's Strike from the Hanzo. And doesn't seem like actually Running Wild are going to be running into the enemy team just yet. They want to just grab a camp, prep for the next objective, and they're going to let the enemy grab their own 10s. Thank you, Benjamin Gaming, for the cast. You're welcome. Okay, I'm leaving. No! Apocalypse overpower. Avatar to be utilized. There's going to be the Dragon Strike onto Yuji. Gus from Falstead trying to save the day as Anduin does fall. Deathwing with a little bit of the Incinerate, I believe it is. Not Onslaught, it's Incinerate. Well, he just took off in the sky, so I can't see his abilities. But I believe it's the... yeah. It's the Incinerate. Okay, sorry. I was doubting my Deathwing talents. Ellie. Thus, the great Hot's name compromise of 2022 was reached. Exactly. Cat Daddies have a terrifying press R composition, but besides their wave clear, besides that, it's just wave clear, I guess. What is it? Is it Black Hole? Yeah, okay, wow, that's kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. Just press R5 head. At the right moment, at the right time. I'm out of tea. Oh, either way. Diablo was waiting for Kairu in the rotation, but, you know, this is main tank eating the necessary damage. I actually really like that Kairu was the one to check that. Could have used a Stormbolt, but we missed a little bit, so it actually could have been a Stormbolt, and then Grayson just goes in. But there's another Stormbolt to the face of the Diablo for a slower rotation. Blaze to grab the camp on the left-hand side. Our camp on the right is about 1 minute and 10 seconds away. And 13s are half a level to the side. Oh, nice Force Wall. That was extremely nice. Force Wall plus Shadow Charge, Anduin demolished. Hey, Totski, thanks for the drink. Did you get some good sleep last night? I appreciate the kind messages last night, Totski. Fun fact, it continued today. It never stops! You got some great sleep? I'm glad to hear. How was your breakfast last night? All right, bottom lane fort will fall. This is going to be the Frozen Punisher, looking like it will be over to the side of Cat Daddies, and there it is. Kael'thas finishes out his 20th stack on his level 1 questing talent. Still has, actually, he's got 21, so he's got another 24 more regeneration globes to pick up if he wants to make the believers happy. Otherwise, the doubters will get paid out. We'll have to see what happens here as we continue. Siege through top lane, Blaze in bottom, Camp in mid, Deathwing in mid as well, and Punisher to find the fort through top. That was good. Nice, nice. I had a sesame seed bagel for lunch before stream today. We are on the diet, so a lot of little calories. And then dinner tonight is just gonna be ramen. Deathwing with the Molten Flame over the far side of the wall. No flame build. He's actually going to be going to this melee build. Destroyer form build, excuse me. Typically, we see a lot of Deathwings play in the World Breaker form with the Earth Shatter and the Lava Burst. We're seeing a lot more, and he's going to take flight. He's in Destroyer form, which is that Onslaught, which is the jump forward with like the bite, and then he's got the Incinerate, which I was checking earlier, which is kind of that wing kind of flap, which is great for wave clear. So you actually might see it right here really quickly as he actually picks up. So there's that Onslaught I was talking about. There's the Incinerate, as I had mentioned as well. Baha, you don't need to diet. You're beautiful just as you are. Well, thank you, Harkin. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Unfortunately, I do not feel comfortable in my own body a lot of days, so there's that. I feel like Ellie is going to melt this Deathwing post 20. I would agree. I feel like the Deathwing should start melting now with sustained wins, but with Nexus, with was it Nexus? Is it Nexus Blades? Is it Nexus Blades for everybody? Anyways. With the auto attack upgrade at level 20, Nexus Frenzy maybe? That doesn't sound right either. That is actually going to be a really good way to chunk into it. If the other team has a lot of percent-based damage, Deathwing self-sustained build. Yeah, I'm expecting Giant Slayer at level 20 for the Hanzo as well. Because he should be able to shred, like Falstad and Hanzo should be able to shred through Diablo Deathwing level 16 onward easily. But there's an Apocalypse, there's a Cataclysm, big Phoenix out from the Kael'thas, a Phoenix that actually does something. Huge arrow from Hanzo, Yuji getting low, does go down 25 stacks on this Kael'thas. Light Bomb from the Anduin, catches the toe of Stukov as Diablo comes in with a Shadow Charge, and it doesn't seem like that's going to be enough. As Diablo goes down, Souls reset, you're only going to see 25 consumed. That is because of the level 10 change that did come through a little bit ago. Deathwing with the Incinerate, but look at this. Kairu and Ellie are going to be able to shred through this. I feel like they renamed it for Falstad. It's Nexus Frenzy. I did have it right, okay. I know Nexus Blades wasn't right, because they used to, like, so here's a Storm used to have a lot of generic talent names for things, but they all kind of did the same thing. Battle Momentum. Battle Momentum used to be on so many different heroes, and it all did the same thing. Nexus Blades used to be on a lot of heroes, and it all did the same thing. Eventually, we got into more unique things, like Diabolical Momentum for Diablo. You have Blessed Momentum for Joanna. I'm sure, and there's more of these as well, and they all have some uniqueness to them as well, which I really do like about it. So it's one of those things. So Nexus Frenzy for the Falstad is pretty good. I also really love that we're seeing Crippling Hammer. I love this slow. The sustainability that is amplified by Crippling Hammer is huge. I'm not the biggest fan of Piercing Arrows, but I wonder maybe they didn't need the percent-based damage with Falstad already just chunking heavily into the enemy side. I like the idea of the percent-based damage with the Giant Slayer with the auto attack, but at the same time, Piercing Arrow with the cooldown reduction from Never Outmatched is going to be able to constantly give you more scatters that you can throw through this objective that can scatter around. There's going to be an Apocalypse from Diablo. It's a little early right there as the Gravity Lapse goes onto the backline onto Grits. As we have a arrow from Hanzo. Dragon Strike is going to find a little bit of damage, not any sort of kill. There's so much pressure onto Diablos. He does go down. 58 souls. He does not respawn from that, and he's dead for the next 43 seconds. Fun fact, I learned the other day if Diablo dies with 100 souls and then the enemy immediately dies while his little black still stands on the field, Diablo gets a soul. Yep. It's just like as Medivh, if Medivh is dying and he throws a Q out, he actually can get stacks. Like he can die and have 2 stacks on Arcane Rift. Same thing with the Kael'thas. Kael'thas can die and throw out a Flame Strike, and if the timing works out, Kael'thas can actually get, if he's going Convection, he can get Flame Strike stacks when he dies. So he can respawn with like 2 stacks or a stack or something like that. Yep. Piercing here is good, but Piercing is good here, especially fighting object. Oh, absolutely. I'm not disagreeing. Like Piercing is very good. I agree. It's just if I was the one playing the Hanzo, that's what I would prioritize. That's all. That's just the conversation I was having. I absolutely agree. The value onto the objective phase. Absolutely. Deathwing with a Cataclysm across the keep front gate. That does zone back the enemy side as there is that kind of burning on the ground. Falstad throwing out some hammerings. Does have the increased range from the secret weapon at level 7, but it doesn't give you that armor, that spell armor reduction or anything like that. Deathwing has no Horrify. Yes, he went into Burn Beneath My Shadow. So when an enemy fort or keep is destroyed, the cooldown of Cataclysm is reset. Cataclysm periodic damage is increased by 80%. So we could actually see the level 20 upgrade, which I actually don't remember off the top of my head what the 20 upgrade does. I think it's like duration increase or something like that when it comes to what's on the ground. I think it's like duration increase and like damage or something. Anyways. Stood in fire, duration and slow. Thank you. Thank you, Broomboy. Thank you, Stark. Thank you, Duke. It slows a lot. Well, we might find out here. Or the game could just suddenly end. I want one day for that to actually happen. Apocalypse from Diablo, the priority is going to be onto Blaze, who does pop the bunker really, really quickly. Phoenix out from the Kael'thas, more of a zoning tool than anything else. And it seems like this is just a disengage from both sides. Muradin goes in, Kairu looking for something. Krazen goes back onto Kairu. No Dwarf Toss. Leap of Faith, Avatar utilized. Stormbolt to connect into Shoepuff, who does try and get away, is being slowed. Verd with the agility over the wall. That's Kairu coming in with the Dwarf Toss. Did she go into Dwarf Launch? No, she didn't. A little bit of a different build. There's the Rewind and the Wind Tunnel. And Diablo goes down. He doesn't have full souls, and he will be taking that 58-second death timer. Top lane does have a Fallen Shaman that needs to be addressed. Nice pickup onto the Rewind, that snap pickup from Kairu right there. Wind Tunnel as well, just to lock down the Diablo. And, I mean, Gust is a 60-second cooldown. We're already 20 seconds into said cooldown. We do have the Censure for the Anduin. And what is Hanzo going to go into? Typically, if you go into Dragon Strike, you're going to be looking for Dragon Awakens at level 20. But I also do see a lot of priority onto the Bullseye as well for the Sonic Arrow, for the stun and the speed increase, as Kairu is chasing onto Yuji, who's able to back away. Level 20 Falset is a fair and balanced character. Yeah, because you have to get to level 20 first. Keep is at 397 HP for anyone who is curious. Why are you... Hanzo, pick a talent! Verd, pick a talent, please! Anyways. I actually wonder if it has something to do with the level 20s from the opposing side. No, okay, he goes Dragon Awakens. I don't know why he was holding, honestly, for so long. He goes stun E, bet. All right, Red-Faced Beast, you owe me a sub. Thank you. Thank you for agreeing to giving subs. That's so generous of you. Wow, that Wind Tunnel plus the Dragon Strike, and Kairu just wiggles her way up on Muradin and is able to just get one singular auto. Oh, the poor Tassadar. 2 heroics used, but they're really not that long of cooldowns. Obviously, Hanzo can get cooldown reduction from, I believe it's Stormbows and Scatters. It's not auto, or basic attacks, actually. It's all 3. It's all 3. The only I always forget this. It's not Sonic Arrow. That's the one thing that doesn't give you cooldown. You know, it'd be really cool if it was like Sonic Arrow gives you like a 50% cooldown to your timer or something like that. Like if you land a Sonic Arrow into someone, because that's not the easiest thing to do. Anyways, really good layered heroics right there, and you're already gonna see Gust is up in 14 seconds. The Dragon is awakening in 3. Red-Faced Beast, thank you for the tier 1 for 4 months. Thank you, Red-Faced Beast. I'll resend your alert when we get a game. We got one, chat. No, seriously, I really appreciate the support. That's very generous of you. Thank you for the resubscription. Kael'thas with the Phoenix out as well. Just looking at the healing pathogen to be spread around. Let's actually check out the APM. Doesn't really give us a clear indication of the actions per minute, but hey, it's always fun to look at those numbers bouncing around. As running wild, they're either considering to run into this keep or they're going to back off. As Hanzo rips an arrow, there's going to be a force wall from Tassadar. Punisher still around 50% as Ellie is getting low here. Apocalypse to be utilized by the Diablo. Bunker down from the Blaze. Black Hole from the Tassadar. Wind Tunnel from the Falstad. Saving? I don't know if it was really necessary. The positioning was kind of awkward, and it does give this opportunity to leave, but they're actually not even leaving right now. They're going to go for a camp over here on the left-hand side, steal this away. Brazen sees this. Fire stomps out. Little shock ray from Tassadar as the Punisher gets about 50% of the keep through the top lane. UG, you're so close to 45, you can do it. How many? 41 stacks. Ooh. It's looking tense. It's looking intense, chat. I'll take it. Deathwing to land. Falstead throws out the hammering. I thought they were going to start just chunking into the Deathwing, but no, they back away on the side of running wild. Next objective, Mortar, bottom lane. Some camps to be popping up. Let's see. Right side camp is up in 2 minutes 30. That's 3 minutes and 20, 1 minute and 15. So, ooh, wait, hold on. Shh, we have a little bit of a bush party. Shh, bush party. The Fire Stomp gives it away. Falstead barrel rolls. There's the wind tunnel, as well as a Dragon Strike. Flailing swipes come out from Tay. Full on Grits is going full on in this fight. No bunker to come down. It was available, and running wild. Oh, they need to run away from this fight. Am I right? Hey, Bimpy, what's up, bud? Diablo going in deep, getting chunked by Falstad, and the tower shots. Hanzo arrow damage, dear lord! Now it's the cat daddies who are running away. I have no good pun for this. Falstad flight, no gust available for 20. Throws out the hammering. Muradin, there's another there's another flailing swipe. Auto attack will connect. Diablo did burn souls, or did utilize souls to get back. Oh, goodbye Diablo, but Apocalypse will be popped. No, that's his level 20, actually. That's Dying Breath. 43 stacks on the Kael'thas. Will he be able to pick up 2 more stacks before this bottom lane keep falls? And maybe the game ends. They hide with their tails between their legs? Yeah, I guess. Do cats actually hide with their tails between their legs? I know dogs do that, but I feel like I've never seen a cat do that. I had a cat for many years, but, like, Odin was very, very good, and, like, I don't remember, like, Odin was really, like, scared of anything. Not like Bandit. I mean, Bandit's afraid of his own shadow. Actually, he's a lot better. He's a lot better about it now, but... Like, you could, like, I could be... Like, Bandit could be laying on the couch in my old house, and I could be in the bathroom, like, brushing my beard, and I could, like, drop the brush, and then he'd, like, freak out and scamper away. Well said, Hanzo. Pretty bad core damage. If death timers were longer, I think it would have been possible. Or, you know, if things happen a little bit faster. But, yeah. Unfortunately, not an end for running wild. No game 3 just yet. But we'll see. We'll see. A win condition has been set through top. A win condition has been set through bottom. Both teams have a way to win this game. We could go to a game 3, or it could be a 2-0. We'll have to see. One more wave, Aru. Are you quoting Futurama? Jet propulsion from Blaze. That's a lot of damage onto Hanzo as Hanzo loses his Black Soul Stone. Oh no, Hanzo. He will respawn. I'm just kidding. This is actually a really, really split fight. Ellie's getting tons of damage into the Deathwing, who goes for the Cataclysm and can't get much value from that. And now we have Falstad trying to jump into the backline, but Shootpuff is the new target for Kairu, who lands the last auto. Falstad on the objective. Blaze jet propulsions in, gets the flame stream. 2 members are kind of caught out here. Does Kairu have his piercing Stormbolt? 1 into Tay. That's going to be a lot of damage. Falstad just standing still, I guess floating still, and just applying pressure. Jet propulsion from Blaze, Apocalypse from the Dying Breath of Diablo, and Kael'thas, the lone survivor. Hanzo dead for 20. Falstad flies in. Falstad wants the kill. Ellie, can you get it? Barrel roll, auto? Yes. Catapults are on core, and it's looking like, ladies and gentlemen, with a team kill. We're heading to a map number 3. GG, well played, over to the side of running wild. How many globes? How many globes? 45. Choose outcome. How many level 1 stacks for Falstad, or for Kael'thas? 45 or more. Believers get paid. Why did I get double butt spotted? Because Buttspot loves you. Good prediction, Baha. Thank you.
I will follow you to the end of the world. Subscribed.
No message, but Red Face Beast, thank you again for the tier 1 for 4. Thank you very much. Oh. Buttspot in a mood today? Yeah, I would agree. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get into a map number 3, and we're not done casting. We have a live game coming up in about 4 hours, and we've got a bunch of games until then. So let's update our score. I'm going to quickly run and grab a cup of tea. I'm going to get rid of some ads for anyone that, you know, has to watch ads. That way you don't have to watch ads in the middle of a game or anything like that. So if you get an ad, I'm sorry, but not really, because you're not subbed and you don't love me. So if you love me, I'll love you. And to all my subs, I love you. To all my tier 2s, I love you more. To all my tier 3s, could I get you a pillow? What you... Ninja, thank you for the Prime Gaming. I didn't even go fishing. Ninja. And just like that, Prime Gaming hops up on my boat. Bandit and I, mostly Bandit's gonna be eating good tonight. Hey, Thistle, how you doing, friend? All right, as I said, I have a cup of tea. It's just in the kitchen. I just have to grab it. It's on the heater plate, or the warming plate. I have to run down the hallway and grab it. So I'll be right back. See you all in like 30 seconds. I am back. Thistle, how was derusting on Death's Door last night? I was popping around people's Twitch streams and lurking a little bit here and there. Trying to support my friends. Oh! If Totsky is still around, and to anyone else who's mentioned it to me like 30 times, not 30, that sounds a little rude. But it's been mentioned to me a lot. I watched a couple episodes of Our Flag Means Death on HBO Max last night. Okay. I get why a lot of you have recommended the show to me. It is very, very enjoyable. I actually had a pretty good time with it. So if you had recommended Our Flag Means Death to me, thank you. I appreciate it. It's been very fun so far. And if you haven't checked out the show, I recommend it. It is a fantastic show. Like, it really, really makes me giggle. Like, and it's like it makes me giggle, but like it's smart. It was all right getting really good paces and then dying. Oh, that's the worst. Thank you, Sim, for the follow. Thank you, Sim. All right, the team scores are updated. Oh, hey, there's a Nazebo, and we're heading to Tomb. Let's do a Naz stacking quest thingy. Oh God, what is... Is there like Bahamut bingo being made? What is this? I like this. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. Stark just sent me a list of things. I think there's a Baja bingo. Good prediction. Oh God. Oh God. Buttspot. Yeah, it went wild right there. Okay. All right. Sorry. I am just checking Discords really, really quickly. Okay. And I think I can just park myself over here. Oh, wait. Over here. There we go. It broke HBO's most streamed show record, even than Peacemaker. Really? Dude, I loved Peacemaker. I loved Peacemaker. That show was so good. Cav, thank you again for the lurk if I missed you. All right, start prediction. Does Nez stack baseline stacks? Yes, 175 or more. It does not matter if he takes the level 20. It does not matter. What matters is that how many stacks he has at the end of the game. No, 174 or less. Okay? So it does not matter. Which show? Our flag means death. I honestly, I didn't realize there's a lot of great actors and, well, yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but there's a lot of great actors and such in the show. I highly recommend it, honestly. I am probably gonna watch more. I stopped watching it last night because I just got really, really tired because I was exhausted from yesterday. I'm already exhausted today. We're gonna have another cup of tea probably soon. But that and Moon Knight. I actually have, there's a new episode of Moon Knight to watch, so I'm excited to check that out tonight as well. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and introduce the teams, and we will go ahead and do a Twitch prediction. Welcome back into the Nexus Gaming Series Nexus Division matchup. We are here in map number 3 of Running Wild versus Cat Daddies, and in the blue, we've got Running Wild. We've got Kyra on the Varian, Vert on the Greymane, Mr. Executive on the Stukov, Ellie on the Falstead, Full on Grits on the Blaze. Over on the side of Cat Daddies, we are going to be seeing Shoepuff on the Nazebo, Grazix on the Deathwing, Krazen on the May, Tay on the Malfurion, and Yuji to play the Tychus. Let's go ahead and start the prediction. Does Nazebo finish his 175 stacks on the Voodoo Ritual by the end of the game? Nazebo basic attacks and ability poison non-heroic enemies, causing them to take 69 nice additional damage over 6 seconds.
Let the battle begin.
Alrighty, there you go. Let's get into it. Get your gambas in. Is this live? Yes, I am live. My stream is live. A little healing pathogen to be spread around. Kairu goes in immediately for some damage onto Shoepuff as the Toads will be picked up at level 1. We have that Pandemic. Hey, we're living through one of those still. And this will just be wave clear, rotation down into bottom lane from Blaze, and we should see the double soak between top to mid. This is a main tank. No, it's excuse me. Sorry, I missed the May for a second there. So Deathwing goes into bottom lane. The stream is live and popping. Absolutely, yes. We do have our live best of 3 at 6 o'clock PDT, 4 hours from now. Just reminding people, if people pop in and like, I don't like replays, well then. Too bad. But we do have a live game at 6 o'clock. That'll be coming up in about 4 hours. Some good games. It'll be from the Nexus division, which is this division here. All games today will also be best of 3s. All games today best of 3s. Sorry, I cannot get comfortable in my chair today. Does anyone? This is random, but I mean, welcome to my casting. When you're sitting in a chair all day, constantly, it's like super weird. Like, it's like your thigh, like the thigh is uncomfortable on the chair. I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, my gluteus maximus issues aside, let's continue just seeing what's gonna happen here. It's Tomb of the Spider Queen, pretty slow start. Did anyone free Harrison Jones? No? Cowards, look at him, look at him. He's just hanging out over there, just wishing someone would free him. And all of you sit around and you just brawl out here, trying to kill a Stukov, being effective. That's a nice lurking arm, but Mr. Executive will go down, first blood over to the side of Cat Daddies. For anyone that doesn't know what I'm talking about, if you ever go into Tomb of Spider Queen, left-click the gem. Just left-click the gem about 20 or so times and you'll know what I'm talking about. Full-on Grits in bottom lane might be full-on dead from the rotation coming out from Krazen and Tychus. Nice continued damage, nice sustained damage. Siege Giants will go to the side of of Running Wild, but Cat Daddies will get a lot of value clearing this out. And also, they will deny Blaze quite a few gems in this bottom lane. Falstead. Varian did just use his taunt. Oh man, I've been playing some more Varian here and there after Justin and I did like an Anduin Varian game. And Justin was telling me, he's like, if you take High King's Quest at 1, you take Smash at 4, and then you go into, what is it, Victory Rush at 7? The one where if you're below 50%, you heal for a lot. honest to God, it's kind of busted good. I've played it twice, and one time I was top damage, one time I was like second top damage overall in the game. And like it's so strong. I highly recommend second wind? I highly recommend, like, you just need those 3 talents. I take charge at 10. You can go shield wall and be even safer, but like, oh my god. I really, really, really want to see more Colossal Smash. I think it's a massively underutilized talent. It was 36.7 times more in demand than by the finale. Holy crap, that's really, really good. Well, with that, you can only assume that they'll make a second season, so that's always good for people who are enjoying the show. I mean, I'm already ready for Peacemaker Season 2. I'm already ready for it. That and Vox Machina Season 2. On a lot of my days off, I think I should just rewatch all of Vox Machina. And then I almost did on Monday, but then it was 7 o'clock at night, and I did the math, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to be up till 2 in the morning, so we'll do this another day. 15 stacks on the Gathering Storm for the Falstad right now as Ellie's trying to back away, gets the barrel roll out, and this will be Webweaver cleared out through the top lane. Ooh, 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 goodbye. Wait, maybe not. No, they're gonna die. That's gonna be Mei falling right there. Victory Rush every 30 seconds. Yeah, so yeah, yeah. I always mix up Victory Rush and Second Wind with Varian. I always mix up which one did the other, yeah.
Constructs. Reclaim the gems of my power. Show no mercy.
All right, sorry, I'm waiting patiently to see who gets the turn in, because we have one turn in so far from Cat Daddies, none from the side of Running Wild, and Falstad gets 10 in. UG taunted, that's a lot of damage, Deathwing lands, and that'll be Tychus going down. Bear roll out from Ellie as Kairu's trying to get out of here as well. Krazen putting pressure onto the Greymane. Really good utilization of the icing and the blizzard, but Verd is going to utilize that Dark Flight to jump onto Deathwing through the wall, or I guess over the wall, and manages to back away safely without dying. Tychus dead for the next 3 seconds. Deathwing swapping forms. Don't know exactly which form he's in. I don't know if there's a visual indication. Well, now we know for sure that he's in Worldbreaker form, since he's got the Earth Shatter and he's got that Lava Burst, but this is going to be Falstad pushing up top lane. We do have Blaze in the bottom. Shoepuff and Grazik's going to help clear this out. I think Grits might be able to, like, poke at the front gate. I don't think we get much more than some damage on the gate. I don't think they even take down the entirety of the gate. Meanwhile, in top lane, Falstad just throwing out autos as much as they possibly can. Probably a hammering here and there as well. Onto Yuji. Does have that level 7 Boomerang, which does give the damage increase by, I believe, 100%, but it also has the spell armor reduction by 15. Tay getting taunted. Kairu gonna get rooted. Kairu taking a nap, wakes up from the Moonfire, and the Fort Front Gate top lane will fall. Meanwhile, in mid lane, Fort Front Gate to fall here, a little bit of damage onto the fort. And in bottom lane, as I mentioned, some damage, but no actual gate to fall. Can I pick Smash Variant at the same time as I pick Artanis, the best hero in the game? Maybe. Hey Crush, what did you think of Justing's tier list with tank tier list with Artanis being on it? By the way, Justing and we are going to do another tier list this week. I was actually talking to Justing this morning about what we want to record, so we're going to record another tier list tomorrow. It'll probably come out next week. Probably, unless Warwick, God edits really quickly on Friday, but I doubt it. I didn't finish the video. Oh, how could you not finish the video? Are we that boring? Was Artanis an S since Artanis is the best hero in the game? I don't know, you're gonna have to watch the video and find out. For anyone that doesn't know, Justing and I do a lot of content on the Heroes Hearth YouTube, so if you are looking for more content outside of streaming hours, that's a great place to find a lot of individual games, from Please Try This at Home to drafting educational videos to tier lists. I want to do a video with Justing where we talk about positioning really, really bad, but that one is a little hard to do. So I think I'll have to find like a good tanking game for me, and then have him kind of sit in a tanking game with me, and then go through like my positioning or something. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot that we can utilize from my playstyle and his knowledge. someone who's actually knowledgeable of the game instead of Bahamut, who has, what was it again? Wrong interpretations and has to be corrected constantly. Murky is S tier? Well, we all know that. You better have Valir on the list. You'll have to watch the video and find out. Top lane fort does go down, half a level lead to the side of Running Wild as Blaze is doing his best to defend through bottom lane. Fire fighting fire, as we have Blaze versus Deathwing. And mid lane, is there a potential fight? I was off row with my keys. I thought I was hitting the vision key for a second there, but no. Okay. Tier 5, we're gonna fight. I don't know what you're talking about. Keep in mind, that is for tanks, not offlane, tanks. He is saying that you can tank with Artanis. He's also saying you can tank with Stukov as well. And you know what we proved on Tuesday? You can tank with Rhaegar. Which of course, everyone immediately asks, well, where's the Rhaegar tank on the tier list? Well, we're gonna have to make another tier list, I guess. Stukov tank, best tank. You know what? When it comes to tanks, do you know what I really want to see? I really want to see more Cho'Gall this season. I know you're all like, yeah, Bahamut, we know you love Cho'Gall, but I really think that these teams don't value the god that is Cho'Gall. Krazen in the bush over here, maybe looking for an icing. Nice. Oh my god, the tornado from the boss actually stops the icing coming through, as this will be boss plus Webweaver pushing on in through the top lane. Running Wild, once again, running it down! Through the top lane, the boss is going to be around 50, the Webweaver around 50, but keep in mind, there are still Webweavers in bottom and in mid. Nazebo clearing out the mid lane at 157 stacks right now. Believers starting to count their bandit bucks. Doubters nearly in shambles. But keep in mind, Nazebo also could go for the level 20 that takes away stacks. That's why I don't pay out this bet until we're done. Because Nazebo could go for that 20 and burn down to below 175. It's a possibility. There's been quite a bit of Cho'Gall in Nexus Division. What do you know how much Nexus Division I cast? I feel like I never see Cho'Gall in Nexus Division. If it was a tier list featuring epic player Rhaegar, would have been on there. Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry, it took me a second. I mean, hey, we did on Tuesday, Justin and I did tank Rhaegar. I played Falstad, he played Rhaegar, and Alora played, oh god, was it Anduin, I think? I think it was Anduin. I don't think she played Uther. She might have, I'd have to double check. Someone in chat might actually remember. So he's got the 175 stacks, but we're not going to pay the bet just yet. We're not going to pay out just yet, because as I had mentioned, we could see some changes at level 20. Curse Bullet, damage into the Deathwing, as there's a root, there's an Earth Shatter, there's so much CC, and Verg gets a run Razor Swipe to back away. Turn-in availability does exist over to the side of Cat Daddies, as that could be the 4th Webweaver of the overall game. Tychus in bottom lane clearing things out. We got a level lead to our blue team, who still are a ways away on a turn, and they still need somewhere in the ballpark of 42 gems. That's not right. 22 gems, technically. 21 gems. The math! No, but either way, they already had 20-some in the pocket when I was doing the initial math. So not far off on the side of Running Wild for another turn-in, but the members of Cat Daddies could look for their second turn-in of the game, as they've got 50 in the pocket, 27 turned in. 44 stacks on the Falstead right now as the siege continues in through mid lane. Gargantuan will expire. Bunker from Blaze does explode as the Deathwing does land down as well. Hi, Lurk, can I get a gift sub from Nancy? Too generous? She is extremely generous, yes. I think she played Malfurion. Yes, Ash Mantle, you're right, you're right, you're right. Thank you. I believe you are correct, because Innervate was the idea that I had, as well as like roots and stuff. Molten Flame goes out, kind of zoning back the enemy team. We have 16s apiece, but no major fight to be had. Still zoning out the turn-in areas by the members of Running Wild. Really zoning out the map quite a bit. Cat Daddy seem to be turtled up and can't seem to step in whatsoever. Ellie gets the turn-in of 7. Is there a flank from Grits being set up? Is that why we're seeing some pings? Yes, we are. Jet Propulsion connects onto 2 players. Shoepuff trying to back away. The target is Malfurion, does go down. Greymane dives in deep onto Shoepuff. Can't find enough damage for the kill. No, that was just the Dark Flight, because we do have the Curse Bullet at level 10 for said Greymane. As Kairu goes in, jumping onto Yuji immediately. And Kairu actually also has the... oh, wait, hold on. That's a lot of damage onto the Mei. And Kairu went into Shield Breaker, which is great into the Mei with that Cryo Freeze, mitigating some of the Cryo Freeze shielding that happens. Wow. Liking the way that the members of Running Wild are running this game. Do you see what I did there? I return to see that I'm losing all my points again. Good. It only could have lasted so long, Stark. As I said, though, you never know. Nazeebo could burn through all of his stacks with the level 20. I doubt he will, but you never know. I haven't seen anyone take that talent since, like, it was added to Nazeebo's kit. So the turn-in does go to the side of Cat Daddies. And they've got a long way to siege. Bottom lane is really far pushed up. Mid lane is about 50%. Top lane is right in front of the fort, but the fight in mid lane might be breaking out right now. Kairu trying to back away, gets rooted, and that's a lot of... Actually, no, the Molten Flame didn't find as much damage as I was expecting right there. Another Molten Flame kissing Mr. Executive on the butt. We have Siege Giants in bottom lane, slowing down the Web Weaver. Top lane to be cleared out by Falstad and Varian as the mid lane continues to be pushed up by the members of Cat Daddies. Can they find the fort? Gargantuan will be summoned. This is looking like there's enough damage here. Oh, wait, hold on. Shoepuff pops the ice block. Lurking Arm underneath that. Jet Propulsion, Curse Bullet. A lot of damage going into this Nazeebo's. The Web Weaver through mid will find the fort. Cataclysm from Deathwing will be utilized. Kairu chasing in. Nice Earth Shatter from Grazix to slow down the advancement of Running Wild. That bottom lane was cleared out by the Siege Giants as mentioned. And it looks like Ellie gets the hammering out. Couple autos. Clears out the mid lane Web Weaver. Boss is up now. So they could boss plus Web Weaver. Nazeebo dead for the next 27 seconds. Maybe Nazeebo will use Bad Medicine at off cooldown at level 20. It's like a 30-second cooldown, isn't it? And it consumes like 5? I don't 100% remember, to be honest. It's actually Mei getting the last little bit of gems in the mid lane, but unfortunately it's going to be too long of a split. Oh wait, turn in? Hello? Yeah, you need more than 6 there. There we go. I wonder if they're waiting for boss to be further down the lane. Either way. Here come Web Weaver plus boss, level 20. Not far off. Yuji dashes away. Taunt not applied. Gargantuan cleared out. Deathwing to land in the... Oh, God, this is really risky from Deathwing as that's a Curse Bullet onto Grazix, who's just getting chunked. Taps the well, gets chunked by the Greymane. Yuji trying to make something happen here. Grits is going to step in as well. Yuji with 55 gems. Gust, Wind Tunnel into the wall. Boss is advancing towards core, but here come the Web Weavers on top of that. And it's looking like this core is going to be falling quite quickly to the side of Running Wild. I think they might have punched their ticket into a further playoff matchup next week in the best-of-5 round, as I won't call it just yet, but it's looking like there should be enough damage between Verd, Grits, and the Web Weaver onto this core. Oh, wait, Greymane dies? So does the core. Either way, GG. Running Wild takes the series 2-0. All right. How many stacks for Nazeebo by end? Hey, he didn't take 20, so he's got... So let's pick